Just want to make sure that's 100% off, which will take like a 5-minute shower, super fast. This stretches out to be like a cover like this.
It smells
like pineapple.
chemicals.
Hey, welcome to my channel. It's Amber. Hit subscribe if you're new here. But what's up, Blush Beauty? Let's dive into some spray tans and some new brow techniques. I cannot wait to show you this.
Hey friend, okay, I'm getting a spray tan. I have been waiting for this for a while. I have all my own things. I actually have everything linked on my Amazon list below. I have several lists on there, and one is beauty and lifestyle, so it's in that. But it's really good for your skin, the kind of solution that I did purchase. I read all about it. Don't have it all memorized, but it is really good. That's why I purchased it. But I got it probably 3 years ago, to be honest, and I've used it a lot. But when I just use it for me and maybe like 2 other people randomly, then it works. I think my sister did a spray tan, another friend did a spray tan, and her husband did a spray tan. I've done it several times. That's really it. So it's great, and I got a color that would work for my skin. So I'm gonna do it, but I have to skin prep, and right now I'm actually eating a little bit of lunch. I just got home, so I did, this was leftovers last night, but fries, like potato fries. What are these called? Asparagus. This is my Beyond Meat. This looks very messy, but it's ketchup and this spicy dip. This dip is from Big Mama Sauce. It's so good. I'm gonna link her below. She's one of my friends locally. She is amazing at her sauces, and so yeah, she packages them up and she can ship them out quick. It's awesome. So that one's really, really yummy. But Big Mama Sauce, look her up. This is not a sponsored ad. It's just because I love it. I want to tell you about it. So I'm gonna eat this really fast, and I really, really, really need to get in the shower to exfoliate. I just need to exfoliate. I need to get the deodorant off my armpits. I need to get any like creams off my skin. Even though I didn't shower this morning, I still have like fresh product on me. So I just want to make sure that's 100% off, which will take like a 5-minute shower, super fast. Actually, instead of setting it up in my garage, which we have done in the past, I'm gonna actually just put it back in the in the dining area. And I'm gonna try to set up my camera in a way where all you're seeing is like knee down. Because it's a lot of commentary, it's very funny, it's very cold solution, things like that. But I'm gonna try to get as much footage. I find it very challenging whenever I'm the cameraman during a spray tan process. It's very challenging and it's hard. But anyways, we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna be tan. Are y'all ready for that? And then I'm gonna show you how to immediately change your makeup for spray tans. Like, I'm very pale right now. Pale for me, okay? Definitely beige, but pale. And then I'll be very dark later, and I can't wait. Okay, so I have these little headbands. They Velcro, so cute, off of Amazon. My homemade body scrub, I'm gonna use that and scrub from head to toe. Cleanse my face with Volume Firm Mary Kay cleanser, and then I'll be ready to go. And I'm gonna spray with nothing on. So I'm just gonna pop on a robe, get sprayed, put it back on, and that's how I'll be dressed for the rest of the day until I take a shower tonight. I'm gonna do the Ultra Tan, so that's like a 5-hour one. So that'll be good. And then I can hydrate really good after it's on. And the key to a good spray tan is not exfoliating days after. That's why you exfoliate really well before. And then put lotion around your fingers, fingernails, toes, like the part, like your bending part of your wrist, ankles, things like that. So it doesn't look like dirty, muddy. That's what we're gonna go do. Are we ready? I'm ready. Oh, and with this, check these out. I buy these also off Amazon for my shower. They're so cute. But when I get my spray tan, I have like a clear one on. So anyways, we're gonna go do that. And then we'll get some footage, some appropriate footage, and I'll be back. Oh, and I'm gonna use this on my face. A Microderm, because I can get really, really, really fine crystals all over my face and exfoliate really nice. And then we'll be good to go, especially around the nose, around all the places. The thing with the spray tan too is that you cannot lotion after, obviously, like before this tan. And my skin right now is so mad at me because, look at me, I've got to get a new ladder for this room. First of all, I don't even know why I say a new ladder. I just need a ladder. Look at me. Look at this. Okay. I want to get a cute one off Amazon because I cannot find one in person. So it's driving me crazy. This stretches out to be like a cover like this. I also pull this a little bit back off my hairline because it's okay. I want the spray tan to kind of not leave a really crazy line. So I put this on. Then these are the ones for my feet. I have a right foot, a left foot. and then this. But not being able to moisturize right after a shower or dry oil, my skin is so mad. It is like angry. Can you imagine how the inside of your body feels when you don't drink water? That's what I was thinking in the shower. I was like, wow, like, this is crazy. So it is. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and head in there, set it up, and try my best to get enough footage to show you a little something of a spray tan.
What do you want me to tell them?
Anything you want to say.
It smells
Smells like pineapple.
chemicals. I can taste it on my tongue.
They're not bad chemicals though. I've read the ingredients.
Yeah, you're right. Everything having to do with spray tan is completely natural.
I'm just saying. Other spray tans smell worse. This does smell, but not bad. Like burning smell. Normally they smell like you're burning.
Let me show your audience how I did.
Let me see my face. Hi, friends!
Oh my gosh.
I'm like the Oompa Loompa. Stop doing that.
What's gonna happen?
Oh my gosh. I'll get canceled.
No, you
I'll
won't.
get canceled.
Your views might go up.
They will not. I'll be canceled.
All right. Anything else?
Alan thinks it's like spraying paint on a vehicle, which he does not do professionally, so.
Looks like I spilled coffee in a few spots.
It does look like. Yeah, let's show my leg. I close that because I cannot hold this camera. Yeah, like you can see. Woo! I'm hoping I'm not super streaky. So if this also happens to you, don't panic. Just embrace this spray. I think I'll be fine. And then this little guy hoses me off. Oh my gosh. What? Get that camera out of here. Watch what. So it's been several hours. And let me actually see what time it is. 8:30. So what time did I get sprayed? 3:30? No, 4:30? It's been 4 hours since I got sprayed. I'm gonna take a shower. As soon as I get done finishing my work, I'm just back in my office editing some short content for A&O show. And then if you don't know what that channel is, I have 4 YouTube channels that I manage, and out of one of them, I manage with Olivia Hayward. And so I'm doing content for that. And so when I finish that, probably like an hour or so, then I'm going to take my shower. And then I'll get in bed and finish some stuff. Probably like 30 minutes on my phone posting, and then that's a wrap. Okay, but anyways, you can see like where this creases up, you know, like necklines. I'm also very shiny on my chest. I'm actually not really sure why I'm very shiny on my chest and why it looks wet, but it is. It's like tacky wet, but my face is not. So anyways, and my vanity's unplugged, or I would turn on my light. But once I take a shower, that's gonna feel really good. So just to tell you, the after of the spray tan, you're very tacky. So it's not like wet, but it's like a tacky, like, you know what I mean? You just feel like stuff is on you, obviously. And it takes a while to dry. So I wear loose clothing. Don't put on a bra. Don't even put on underwear unless they're already on. If you already had a tank top on and that's what you sprayed in, then keep that on. But otherwise, just put on loose clothing. Because anything that rubs it will rub that tan off. That fake tanner that's been sprayed on your skin has to sit and absorb, so it like will stay and tan your skin. It's almost like staining your skin. So, and it'll last like between 5 to 8 days depending on exfoliation, how many times you shower and things like that. But over time it'll just wear off naturally. And so what I like to do is when it gets closer to wearing off, I just help the process of it, because otherwise you kind of can look patchy in some areas. But other than that, like your face, you wash every day, so that naturally just will come off earlier. If you do a tanning drop treatment, you can keep your tan lasting longer. This is a medium color, then they have light and they have dark. But I will do that like not tonight or tomorrow, but like day 4-ish. I will start putting that in my lotion just to kind of put it back on my face, on my legs, on my arms, on my chest, things like that. Just to kind of keep the tan going so I don't look like it just was there and then it disappeared. But anyways, it's really amazing and I love it. Cannot wait to show you what it looks like after the shower. And
the next morning after my spray, I love it. I feel so good to have a nice tan. I think everything was really even after I washed. My wrist and stuff kind of showed a little spray, but it's not bad. Everything's nice though. But my feet, Alan always sprays extra on my feet. He's like, oh yeah, let me get your feet one more time. I'm like, you don't need to do my feet that much. So they look like I've been walking in clay. They were so dark. So next time we'll do better.
Hey girl, okay, I'm about to do something. First of all, I never really showed this, but I'm showing you because we're friends. But these are my undergarments, these bras. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that I rotate through. And I just have to replace them, okay? So I've recently upgraded a lot of my underwear. And I've purchased SKIMS, and I'm really happy with them. And with that upgrade, SKIMS honestly has shocked me. They are really that good. Doesn't matter who created them, if you're a Kim fan, not a Kim fan, I don't care. If you're a woman that is wearing underwear or any type of material that's gonna hold you in, or a bra, anything like that, it is literally amazing. And I recently just got some items from SKIMS that I'm so happy about. I think I've added them to like 2 of my videos, but this is the point of me talking to you right now when I'm refreshing my water, is I have chosen, and now it's a tight race, ordering my bras from Soma, which is what I've been wearing for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Or I'm going to order from, come in, Angel. See you. My blog. Or I'm going to order from SKIMS. I'm replacing my bras. My bras are so, let me show my sister and let's get her opinion. They are so worn out. But Soma and SKIMS are in a tight race. But look at this bra. Look how worn out it is. And it doesn't fit tight anymore, you know? It's very loose.
I have that same bra, but a little different. It's just like the...
Yeah. Well, what I'm noticing is that I'm having a lot of underboobage these days. My boobies are falling out! It's unacceptable. And so, anyways, I wanted to just tell y'all.
They're comfortable.
Yeah, they're really comfortable. So I have picked the exact same bras. But I was telling Alan the other day, and I was like, when you wear these 4 bras on rotation, week after week, they wear out. You cannot keep these for life. So you have to spend money to get more. Like, it's just a whole thing. So anyways, Soma, I put everything I want in my cart. I hope it all saved. It did. And it was like around 200 and... I don't know, 238. And then I added everything, and I think that was 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. But I got duplicates of 2 of them. So I was like, I could get the same one in the same color, whatever. And then I went to SKIMS and I did that thing. I did the same thing. And I think it was like 2 something as well. I got 5 items instead of 6. And it is, I don't know where the, oh, $242. So it's not that much of a difference, but I'm getting 1 less bra. But I think I'm potentially gonna like them better because I just like the brand of how she has designed them and how they've created this whole thing. Like there's just, everything's very seamless, which I like. So whichever one I go with, I'm gonna show you that on the next vlog. But I wanted to tell you guys, y'all have got to update this. Whoever's hearing this, whoever this message is for, go buy a new bra. Okay, can I speak today? But that's that. So here's SKIMS, some items there. So we'll see. And I think that's who I'm actually gonna go with because I've been super, super happy with the recent orders. And then here's Soma. So as long as you know your size, you can really make a good decision. And I don't need anything fancy. I just need some support. And I need something that looks good under anything. So that's what I'm getting. And I don't really do funky colors. I do nudes and I do a blush and I do a cream or a gray or a black. And I actually don't have a black now. I haven't had a black bra in a long, long time. So, but anyways, that's that. I just thought I'd come to y'all and tell you guys we need to upgrade our undergarments. Okay. My room's a disaster. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm redoing our master bedroom and I have so much in from Amazon. I have never ordered this much stuff from Amazon and I've never unpackaged it. Everything that's come in, I've like stuffed it in every crevice of my beauty room, in my closet. But I have so much stuff that I've taken it out of the box and I've not looked inside the packaging. Makes me kind of nervous. I hope everything works out the way I ordered it. But if you would like to see an unboxing, I can do that in next vlog. Lay out everything and unbox it. Show you what we're going to do to our master bedroom. That's all about beauty, making yourself feel good in your area that you spend the most time in. So I can do that next week. That'll be super dope. Hey Blush Beauty, I'm back with ya, and that always happens. One wrong move, it all comes kaplop in my lap. Let's get the brow freeze that I'm trying to use right now. I will be careful this time. Now my foot hits the trash can. I don't ever have any issues until the camera is recording. Other than that, it's smooth sailing at the vanity. Lies. Okay, so here we go. I was so excited to find one. I think I have like this, it's not even I think, I know. I have this little breakout right here. You can barely see it. But you know, like when I touch like my forehead to move my hair, I feel like that's all I feel and it's like ginormous. So I'm gonna do something fun though, because I found this really great brow freeze, and a while ago I was looking for a product to do this, and finally, you know, after the digging and the research and the watching and all the things and testing products like I do for hours in Sephora and Ulta, I was like, okay, cool. Like I think I found something awesome. Okay, it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can see it there. Otherwise, there's a reflection. And it is Brow Freeze. Here we go. So the cool thing about this is I did a little tester with my BBC. I think it's so fun being a member in the BBC because we just let it all out there. I mean, that's all I can say. It's just what it is. But I'm going to take off one brow and I'm going to leave on the other brow. And we're going to try a technique in today's tutorial. I just thought that would really be fun. And then I'm going to show you what's in my makeup case. I'm going to organize it, go through it, and kind of do that with you too. I think that'll be super cool. I love watching videos like that. I think it's really nice to see what everyone's using in the cosmetic world and beauty, and I'm like, that's kind of cool. Or there's a product that I also use, or maybe I'm not familiar with, and then I want to go purchase that to test it out myself. So I'm going to do that with you, so hold tight. But we're going to remove one brow. Here is my most unwilling brow to work with. That's the right brow. And then my left brow is the one that actually wants to be really kind and just super obedient. So the reason I say that is because I hardly have brow hair over here, but over here I have way more than the other side. They're both very sparse, but then over here, if I pluck or anything, I scar. Like, I immediately have some scar. Like, my hair over here for plucking or getting it out, like tweezing, it ends up being like the coarsest hair ever. Over here, soft, fine, baby soft hair. It's just smooth. So it's just insane how different my brows are, and yours as well. So I'm going to get my eye makeup remover, and I'm just going to move around this brow, and we're going to play with it and see the difference. I'm going to make more of a fuller, bushier brow, more natural looking, you know, that fuller brows in. And so I just want to kind of show you, it's not all about following a trend necessarily. It's really about following what's best for your face. But if you can pull that look off, pull the look off. I mean, I think it's beautiful. And so, yeah, I just want to see what you think about it. So I'm going to go do that real quick and get it started. All that's off. Now I'm just going to smooth out the concealer. And I just kind of wipe through the brows just to make sure like everything's kind of, you know, smooth. But you can see where the microblading clearly is in my brows. And I think that's so fun. I love that that is a thing. And I found somebody that does it, and, you know, it was a very safe, you know, it's not even a procedure. I was going to use the word procedure. It was not a procedure. It was a safe experience, I'll say that. And I loved it. Okay, so this brow freeze, the way that I have been using it and playing around with it is actually I've done it several ways. I've used a comb right in the product and brushed it through, and I don't like that necessarily, but I do love using my finger, and I was able to really work with the product in my brows, and then I went back combing it. So we're just going to take a little bit in the finger, just like this, just a tiny bit of product. I mean, there's really not much to it. You can kind of see that raised a little bit on my hand, just like that. And then I just lay it over my brows. You can just see already the product just really on the brows, right? Little concealer got mixed in with that, like some of the makeup. Now I'm going to take my comb, and I'm just going to comb my brows up. And it really hardens pretty quick. I'm just taking my finger and kind of doing that through it, just getting any of the excess product off. Especially concealer that it's grabbing right now. I like to also do my brows first, so I don't have to worry about any makeup getting anywhere. That's always my go-to. And then I'm just smoothing it again. So I added a little bit more, and you can see how now it's just getting really smooth. Do you see? Like, I have no brow hairs. Like, from here to here is brow. It's crazy. This is gone. Nothing was ever really here. That's why I had to, like, come in. Not wild to really see the difference. But I just kind of pull it up like that, and like you can see little tiny feathery strokes. So now I'm just going to let this sit. I've noticed what's best is to let it sit for a little while until I really feel it's like totally dry. I even sampled like on my hand, like not sampled, but I did it here at home. But I just put some on my hand just so you can see the difference of when it dries down. Like it kind of, it's just like wet looking on my hand. You see it kind of looks a little wet. But when it actually looks dry on my hand, like you can see like even the light kind of bouncing off of that. But when it's like dry, it literally just looks like dry product on my hand. So it'll dry down. And then I'm going to go back in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. And I promise you, if you do not have this brow blade, you are missing out. Because even with full brows or thin brows, like it's really, I've noticed a big difference. So I did my sister's brows the other day, just kind of playing around, and there's a bug on my wall. Yikes. Smashed it. It's a little tiny bug. And I was doing her brows the other day, and then I did the blade in it. Now she probably could have used a different color because her brows are a lot lighter than mine, but the technique worked really well on her brows. She has fuller brows, and they're not fully like cleaned and groomed or anything like that, so they just looked really polished with doing the blade in them. So I love the blade, so I think it's a really cool product. So okay, like this is almost dried down. You can see now it's like super wet. Well, around that is dry because I kind of went like this with it. So Timber, no sir, you can't go out yet. So you can see that's still wet. So if that's still wet, you know like it's wet in my brow. So I just kind of touch it. It feels like it's almost dry. It's still kind of tacky. So I'm just going to let it dry down all the way. And you can see again that brow hair is just like brushed up. And it looks like tiny little hairs because it is hairs. So it's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to get my brows done when they're ready because this is really faded a lot. And so you can go back and get it touched up. She said I wasn't ready for that a few months back, but we'll see now. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit more. I feel like that one's not standing up like I want it to. So just be patient with the process when you're trying something different. Don't like totally rush through this. Try it a few times with new product before you actually have to wear that product out. You know what I mean? Like, just try it. And that's what I love to do. I mean, before I even bring product to you, I like to try it for a little while, to be honest. I mean, for a couple weeks or maybe even a few days, I'll do some stuff. Sometimes I don't test stuff out. I do it right here with you, but I typically like to test it out. Yeah, I mean, I literally have like fuzz. Fuzz is right there. There's like nothing there. That's so wild. It's just crazy to think about. Okay, this is really, now that's dry. Like, do you see how you can't even see it now? So you want that product to dry down on your brows. And then you can go back with your blade over top of that. So even if I went with a liner, like here's a liner. The liner doesn't do as well, and I'm just being honest. Like, cause it kind of like is waxy almost. But the blade, get a good line of this, and it just glides on. Like, oh, it's so amazing. I just love it. I love how tiny it is. And I've read a couple comments and you've asked about, is this blade like more of a felt tip? And it really is actually little teeny brush hairs. And that's what's going on. And because when I take that, look, it like really stained my finger. I mean, this product stays, that blade. But when I take that blade and I kind of press it against the tip of my finger, I don't want to mess up the point of it. But when I do that, you can see, like when I press it on my hand, you can see little tiny hairs. So it's actual like hair, like brush hair. Okay, so these are all like really going up in the right direction. I cannot wait to see a before and after in this. We are about to change the world with these brows. And I love this technique. It's fun. See if this works, if we like it or not. Who knows? I'm not going to be mad if we hate it. It's just fun to play around. So I'm just going to take little tiny strokes. So hopefully you can see well. Start almost from the root and just kind of come up. This is so funny because this color, Dark Drapes, works really well for my brows. But when I do this, it looks very auburn looking. And I'm like, why does it look like that? Cannot figure that out. Okay, so I'm just gonna perfect everything else. I'm gonna go in with the brow dip, the pomade in soft brown. I'm gonna take it in with my thin brush here, and that is Y32. These are like brow or liner brushes. And then I'm just going to give the brow just some warmth here because There's a lot happening with that color. Now I'm going to go back in with little concealer. Just right here. One is a little bit skinnier. It has a little bit of color on this side. I'm going to take it on the opposite side. And then I'm just going to kind of clean up underneath a little bit. Okay, just like that a little bit. It's not perfect because that brow blade for this technique, it's really pulling a lot of red. It's pulling a lot of like auburn, which is crazy. Because I don't see that any other time, but I definitely see it like in this type of technique. Right now, I think it's warmed up to my skin, and maybe it's that, and I've not noticed that before with that product. It just like takes a minute to warm up. But for the technique, I think because my brows are naturally like already, and I always use the word naturally microbladed. I know I did that intentionally to my brows, but this is always going to be deeper. Like always, this is going to be deeper, but then you can see. So with this technique, it really works if your brows have not been microbladed, unless they've been bladed in that particular motion. But you know, it's like, it's already like a, you know, just a really deeper brow right through the mid-tone. The midsection, and then as I pull up, you can see like the tiny little strokes of hair, right? So it definitely, I mean, it's a different look depending on like the makeup look that I'm doing or whatever. It's definitely like a bushy brow for sure. And it's fun and it's different and it's thick. I mean, you can see from how I typically do my brows to how this is. It's a different technique. I don't know if I love it. I think it's okay. I'm definitely not changing how I do my brows because my brows are my brows, right? I also love, do you see how I'm just like taking this brow blade through my brows and it works because it's under my brow hair? You know, and I just kind of like touch that up a little bit, but it's still like you can see really tiny strokes. There's a way to do your brows for your face, like, because I think you see images and you're like, that's how I want my brows to be, but that's not your brow, that's not your face, and all the things are very different. So we have to really work with like what your face and what your brows are doing. And if you have no brows, then hey, you have a little bit of freedom to create your own, but have fun with products. I'm always here to really make sure I can be your biggest support system when it comes to have fun with products, experience products. It's not permanent to your face. I can take this off and it is fine, and I never have to do my brows like this again. Or if I love it, I'll create it and get better and better and better at it. So I've done this several times, this technique to my brows, and this is probably the best it's turned out, to be honest. So I can only imagine that it would just be better. Like leading up to this, it's kind of like, girl, it looks a mess. And right now it's kind of not amazing, but you know what I mean? But it's like a full thick brow. It's different. So it's fun. And I'm not scared or intimidated by products. I really love it, and I want you to embrace that too. So right now though, I want to get my makeup organized in my makeup case, and I was doing that and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do that with my friends and hang out with you and do that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera over here so you can kind of see what I have, and I'll kind of show different products that I have as well, and maybe this will kind of like pique your interest to some things that you haven't experienced or tried yet. So let's go ahead and get in my makeup case and get started with doing that. These are very nostalgic to me as well. I cannot deny this at all, but so I have been talking about this some on my short form content, but unbelievable. So I'm obsessed with that. So
Source beeswax for a difference you can feel. Vlog. It's very early because we're not doing well today. We're dropping everything.